Good day, everyone. We are from the Empowerment Technology 3, giving you adequate knowledge about the latest topic in technology, especially for senior high school students. For today, we will be tackling about illegal access, illegal interception, data interference, misuse of device, and cybersquatting. Take it away, first speaker.
Access refers to the instruction, communication with storing data in, retrieving data from, or otherwise making use of any resources of a computer system or communication network. Illegal access is the access to the whole or any part of a computer system without authorized access or right. This act is part of the offenses against the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of computer data and systems. Any person found guilty with this act shall be punished with imprisonment of prison mayor or a fine of at least 200,000 pesos. An illustrative example of this would be a teacher named John has finished computing the grades of his students in Microsoft Excel. A student whose name is Seth wanted to see the grades before his classmates. That's why he decided to sneak into John's classroom. Seth tried to access John's computer but failed due to John's laptop being encrypted with a password. Even if Seth hadn't accessed the laptop directly, he still had intent to access John's laptop without permission. This case is an example of illegal access.
The interception made by technical means without right of any non-public transmission of computer data to, from, or within a computer system, including electromagnetic emissions from a computer system carry such computer data, illegally intercepting information, interfering with information on the computer system. The applicable penalty range for the criminal offense of illegal interception of computer data is 2 to 10 years of imprisonment. An example for this would be Miss Dison is having a private phone call with someone in her office. Then Mr. Pineda secretly comes inside of her office and intentionally eavesdrops on their conversation without her knowing. What Mr. Pineda did is an example of illegal interception, since he did intentionally eavesdrops on that private phone call.
Data interference. Data interference is the interference committed intentionally by means of damaging, deleting, deterioration, alteration, or suppression of computer data without right. This includes inputting malicious codes or viruses that can threaten the integrity or use of data or programs. You will be held liable for this crime if you alter, delete, or change the data without having the rights and permission to do so. And unlike system interference, this crime can only prosper if you altered only a single data and not an entire system. To give a situation of this, let's say that Mr. Velas is a math teacher at a prestigious school. However, his son Carl is one of his students who is not getting the respective grades that can pass him through the semester. Because Carl is his son, Mr. Velas decided to add 5% more to Carl's grades so that he would be able to continue studying in the school. That right there is data interference. Mr. Velas only altered a single data for his own personal and selfish matters, and he will be punished accordingly because of his unethical behavior.
System interference is when a person intentionally alters or interferes with the operation of a computer or computer network by inputting, transmitting, damaging, deleting, deteriorating, altering, or suppressing computer data or programs, electronic documents, or electronic data messages, including the introduction or transmission of viruses. This is similar to data interference, except that data interference only affects one data point. The system interference has affected all data or the entire system. Not only will the data be damaged, but as well as the functioning of the computer. To make it more clear for you, I will be giving a situation where system interference is present. Rex, who is working in a company, experienced discrimination from his work. He gave his current employer a resignation letter since he could no longer work in such a toxic environment. He used to work in an IT firm, so he knows his way around the computer. As revenge, he used his knowledge about computer system. He intentionally entered the file containing a virus which spread to all of their company's computer. This caused all computers to slow down and some to stop working altogether. That is an example of system interference where a virus is intentionally transmitted in a computer affecting the performance of the computer system.
This crime is typically brought upon by means of using the device for the wrong purpose or purposes. Having an access to a computer system is fine as long as there's someone authorized to get through it, but having access to someone's computer system that you are not legal to pass through is definitely not right. This also covers the three other offenses, which are illegal interference, data interference, and last is the system interference that can be guilty of their cybercrime. For a clear vision of this type of crime is, for instance, Mr. Park, you pirated an authentic video or website and making more copies of it to sell or make him the owner of it while the original owner doesn't even know that they are being pirated. They can charge him of this crime and have a penalty of 2 to 10 years of imprisonment.
Cybersquatting. It is the unauthorized registration and use of the internet domain names that are identical or similar trademarks, service marks, company names, or personal names. If you use a space for online availability but instead of buying a domain name of your own, you copy or steal someone else's domain name in the intent of spreading misinformation, destroying the reputation of the latter, or hate messages. One shall be punished with imprisonment of prison mayor or a fine of at least 200,000 pesos up to a maximum amount, commensurate to the damage incurred. An example for this would be, Kat and Jade have been enemies since they were kids. Kat owns a business named Kinder Beauty that sells beauty products. She wants to expand her business and make a site. She found out that someone already owns kinderbeauty.com for their domain name. What Jade did was an example of cybersquatting because Kat already has a federal trademark of it. Also, Jade was profiting out of Kat's business name.